Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, we are going to be reviewing the modified rebuild version of Umarak the Destroyer. Now guys, I really hope you all have enjoyed the instructional video on how to actually recreate and make a gear function for his arms, as well as giving more articulation to the neck and of course the legs itself. And what I'm going to be doing in this video guys is to demonstrate and explain to you the actual functions and the differences between the original I guess instructional build with obviously the new one. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. As well as that, I actually want to touch on some of the features that are quite different from Umarak the Destroyer to of course his original form, which was Umarak the Hunter. So starting off looking at the actual legs guys, if you do recall in the instructional build, we did change the actual leg piece in the back. So originally, this was the piece that we actually originally used, and we know that for a fact that we had these pieces here on the side, which was kind of hindering the movement of Umarak the Destroyer. So this kind of caused a lot of restrictions in the articulation in the actual legs, and prevented any, I guess, any good positional movements for Umarak to be posed in, if that's the right way of putting it. So with this actual new piece here guys, you're able to get a lot more movement. So as mentioned, you can pull it all the way down just like that guys, or you can bring it all the way up to the other side just like so, or you know, you can even move it to the side if you really want to, but then again that would just look weird, and of course to the other side as well. It is just really up to you guys. The movements are endless, and that is the great thing about this piece here. And of course for, you know, any sort of positioning you want to obviously place him in, and that's just definitely a great thing guys. Definitely a +1 for Umarak the Destroyer rebuild version. So this guys is just an example of what I mean by the actual positioning of the actual legs. So look at that guys, it's right down and it's bent to the point where this piece here wouldn't be able to bend that far. And like I said guys, that is just a great thing. You know, you can just pose it to however you want. You can lift it up like so. Like I said guys, it is really up to you. The options are endless. But anyway guys, enough of the legs. Let's move on up towards the actual gear functioning. So before I actually get started on the gear functioning guys, I just want to let you know that I also will be doing rebuilds and modifications to the other sets in the 2016 series, such as Umarak the Hunter and of course the Beast. What I mean by the Beast is Lava Beast, Quake Beast, and Storm Beast. So please stay tuned for that guys in my next couple of videos. As well as that, I have many more videos. I am still in the process of doing my Overlord, and hopefully I will get that done as soon as possible. Anyway guys, let's look at the gear function now. I just want to show you all the actual gear function again. So I want to show you properly. So there you can see the hands are moving nice and freely guys. Of course, you need to position the arms to however you want. So you can stick out the arms just like so. And then you can obviously get the gear function. So here I'm just trying to position the arms. Now let's get the gear function going, and there you go guys. There is the actual gear function, and I have to say it is done so perfectly guys. And like I said, big shout out to Scout for giving us the ability to I guess showcase this awesome build. And not only that, so then you guys can also do your own builds as well on this awesome set. But there guys is the actual gear function. Of course we know originally that Umarak the Destroyer does not have a gear function in the arms, and we have somehow, like I said guys, from Scout, his genius was able to provide us with an actual gear function. And of course we know typically there is a gear function in the hips. Pretty simple, we all know that. Standard stuff of course in all of the 2016 sets, no different at all. Now one thing I also will be talking about guys is the actual neck piece and the chest. So something very important about this set guys is the fact that we are able to get mobility in the actual chest piece itself. So what I meant by this in my original, I should say my instructional video, is the fact that you can move the chest piece down and upwards. So obviously you can move it to however you want, adjust it to what you like. But of course lifting it up guys gives him more of a masculine type of look, and that is a great feature guys. Of course we know that Umarak the Destroyer is a huge villain. Of course nothing like in comparison to his leader Shadow Titan Makuta, but he is still one of the largest foes, and he is just huge, guys. If you have seen the series, he is big, and for him to be able to have a protruding large chest and giving them the capabilities to lift his chest up like that, guys, is great. And of course, when I look at this kind of chest piece here, it kind of reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But anyway, I just want to let you know, guys, that is a great feature. And if you guys do build it, I do definitely recommend you guys to, of course, lift up the chest piece like so. Now, guys, showing you the actual neck piece, I want to show you the brilliance of Scout himself, because he was the one who obviously created this actual build, and I want to show you guys is his geniusness in the fact that, guys, he's created a neck piece where you can actually articulate the actual neck. Now, very similar, of course, like the Toas and of course Umarak the Hunter, where you can of course move the actual neck piece. Now, this is the neck piece, guys, and I know this is his head, but this is the main neck piece here, as you can see in front of me. So if I just enhance that for you all, you can see there I can manipulate and articulate the neck to however I want, and that is the beauty about this rebuild, guys. So if I turn Umarak's head around and lift his head up, you can see that I can move his head from side to side. His neck, not his head. So his neck can move. And you can get into some really great poses, guys. It is really up to you. Of course, it may show at the bottom here, but then again, guys, you can just readjust it to however you want. You know, move the head forward, move it back, move it to the side, move it to the right, to the left, whatever you want, guys. The options are endless, and that is a beauty about the set. But not only that, guys, the gap there is not as big as you think it is. So if I show you guys there clearly, you can see it's not there, guys. It's not really there. It is nicely compact, and that's the best thing about this set, guys. Very similar to the original build. Of course, you can see the structure of the actual neck piece is very similar to the original build. However, it has just been modified really better, if that's the right way of putting it, guys. It's just so much better. And like I say, guys, I definitely recommend you guys to follow the instructional build in my last video and definitely give it a go and see it for yourselves. If you guys do it, please do send me a photo of it on my through my email, I should say. It will be very greatly appreciated, so then I can send it out to Scout himself, and of course he can be proud of his work. So guys, we need to give him a big thank you for that. Like I said, big thumbs up, guys. So if you can like this video for him, this would be really great, as well as the instructional video. So last thing to talk about now, guys, is his actual head. Now, guys, with the actual headpiece, if I take off his Kanohi, you can see there you can still get that articulation. So of course we know the fact that we can still see the ball joint there. Very, you know, it's standard stuff. Of course, it is annoying to see it. I did mention in my original review that it kind of looks like an epiglottis, which is annoying, but then again, we can't do anything about it because that's how the actual set was structured. But overall, guys, you can still move the head itself, and this is connected to a ball joint, of course, as we all know. Of course, you can get it to any pose you want. So if I put back the Kanohi, just like so, you can articulate just even the headpiece. You don't even have to move the neck piece. The headpiece just moves easily, just like so, and you can get some really great poses, guys, and I mean really great poses. And I definitely recommend you guys to definitely, well, I said definitely twice there, to give this a go. Please do give it a go, guys. I am highly recommending this. Even for myself, I did do the build. Of course I did do the build, but it is great. Definitely great. One other thing I need to show you guys is the fact that the actual shoulder pieces, so with the trap pieces here, these are actually movable. So you can move them a bit to the side, to the left, to the right. You can do whatever you want. As well as the actual armor shell pieces here, these can actually be articulated as well. Of course, it may require you to move the actual headpiece, but there, guys, you can manipulate it to however you want. You can move it left, right, side to side, center it to whatever position you like, and that is just a great thing about the set as well. So obviously on both sides, you can just put it back on, and obviously you can just adjust it and manipulate it to however you please. Of course, moving the actual shoulder pieces like so, and adjusting it to how you want it. So now I'm just going to show you a wider, or I should say a further out image of the actual set. So here, just a quick summary. So you can move the headpiece like so, guys. You can move the neck piece very easily enough. However you want to. Of course, you can move the chest piece as mentioned. Remember, protruding upwards to give him that kind of masculine, crazy look there. And of course, you can adjust the shoulder pieces as such, and of course the ones with the horns as well. However you want to adjust these as well. Very nice, very cool indeed. Now, last thing, guys, before I show you the comparison between Umarak the Hunter and this actual set, is the fact that when I added these actual pieces right here, hopefully you guys can see it. If I just zoom in there for you guys all, you can see there are the Borok pieces, and I've just added those for fun. As you can see, I did do this in the instructional video, so if you do want to add that in, definitely by all means go ahead. And the reason why I added it because originally this pin axle piece here did not have anything on the top, so it was just kind of sticking out, so I just kind of covered it using this piece right here, and that's just something I personally did just to kind of get rid of that pin axle kind of look, because it was just really annoying. And of course you can see there it doesn't fall off because the actual rib piece here stops it from falling off, and that is great. So here we are, guys, now looking at Umarak the Hunter. Surprisingly about him, guys, is the fact that he is quite small in comparison to his form where Makuta kind of created him into Umarak the Destroyer. Very different. Here, of course, he is known as the Hunter, and his Kanohi, guys, I believe it is known as the, I think, the Mask of Shadow, or is it called the Hunter's Mask? I'm not exactly sure, but either way, very different mask indeed, guys. You can see it has the green and the black there. Very different to, of course, Umarak the Destroyer's original, his original Kanohi, where it actually is the mutated Mask of Control. So here we can see, here is the Mask of Control itself, and the mask that he actually wears, or Umarak the Destroyer wears, is actually the corrupted Mask of Control, and that's very interesting. It looks very similar, of course, to the actual Kanohi of the Mask of Control, and it does make sense that he does wear the mutated version of that mask. But anyway, guys, you can see that a lot of Umarak the Hunter's, I guess, elements are in the green and reddish type of look. Of course, you can see there are the Borok pieces in the red, and of course, you can see that he has the green claws, not like the yellow, kind of like Umarak the Hunter. Not only that, sorry, the Destroyer, I should say. But anyway, not only that, guys, he doesn't have any added weapons. That's interesting about Umarak the Destroyer. So Hunter here has got some weapons. You can see he's got his ammunition kind of here. But guys, I'm not going to go into in depth because I will obviously be doing a review on him. You can see he has his ammunition there. Of course, he has his awesome sword there on the side, which is a great touch, I have to say. I really like that sword, and that's just a cool thing. And of course, that symbolizes Umarak the Hunter is the fact that he has this crazy looking bow, guys, and this bow is honestly sick. And that's just a great thing about him. Of course, not only that, his horns are very different, obviously, or I should say attached to his actual head itself. Very, very different in the sense that the color is very different to his new form, Umarak the Destroyer. Because you can see they kind of look like golden tusks. Here they kind of just look like deer type of horns in the brown slash, I don't know, just brown color, I guess. But yeah, you kind of get my point, guys. More detail here, less detail there, but in the gold color, which is beautiful, I have to say. And that's the biggest thing. Not only that, his chest piece is very small in comparison to here. Much larger there. Not only that, gear function in the actual arms, he doesn't have that here. And of course, he only has the articulation in the actual hips. You can see it in the back there. I don't need to show you guys it. But one thing that is preserved is, of course, he has the shadow trap shoulder pieces on each side. And of course, he has the actual chain originally like so, except it is on his left shoulder and not his right, like Umarak the Destroyer here, which is interesting, but I don't understand it. We'll figure that out hopefully in the next couple of videos. And of course, he has this little light here or something like that. Don't know what it is, but we'll find out later on. Of course, obviously the other biggest difference is the fact that Umarak the Hunter has less pieces than Umarak the Destroyer. But guys, that was just a quick little, I guess, comparison between them. Oh, I forgot to mention is the actual back piece. So the back piece there, you can see there is a size, I think it's a size 4 or a size 5 armor shell there in the back. It just sits there, while Umarak the Destroyer, I should say, actually has a huge armor piece in the back, just like so. And of course, that just goes to show and tell you how much improvements he gets when Shadow Titan Makuta transforms him into this huge beast. Wow, yeah, it is a big difference between the sets. And of course, the eye stock, or I should say the brain stock, is pretty similar there. But like I said, guys, I'll do a proper comparison later on. So with that said, guys, I really hope you all have enjoyed this review on the modified rebuild version of Umarak the Destroyer, and of course a small comparison between his original form Umarak the Hunter and his new form Umarak the Destroyer, comparison difference kind of video there. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. Give this a big thumbs up, guys. Please do like this video if you have enjoyed it. Of course, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Like I said, guys, the Overlord Makuta build will be coming. I'm still in the process of completing it. I know there is just a bunch of scattered pieces everywhere. I'm still waiting for the pieces. Fingers crossed, guys, they come in today. I am praying that they come in today so then I can show you it. It is going to be a huge, long video, guys. So if you don't have the patience, I will be putting up, of course, in segments, the instructional video. So then you can obviously skip and find certain bits you want to watch, etc, etc. But other than that, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this. As mentioned, I know I've mentioned this like 3 times now. Have a great day, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. I will be talking to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.